Hi friends, my name is Ravi Roth and I'm your host of the Gaycation Travel Show. Travel. Do y'all remember what that's like? Coronavirus put a pause on our travel plans, but she could not stop us from dreaming. Travel is coming back now. Every week on the Gaycation Travel Show, we're gonna transport you to a new destination post-coronavirus, highlighting queer history, where to stay, where to play, where to eat, how to pack, how to prepare, and most importantly, how to travel safely. And we're gonna be working with some of the most epic trailblazers in the queer travel space. Now, some weeks I'll be on location, and some weeks I'll be hosting from the comfort of my home, because welcome to 2021. With vaccines healing our world, travel is becoming more and more accessible for all. And to kick us off, we're gonna start at the epicenter of the world, my city, Manhattan! We all know that Manhattan was also the epicenter of the COVID-19 virus at the very beginning. But we quickly showed the world not only how to come back, but how to make a thriving return. And this week, we're linking up with Ivan from the Traveling IQ and Zach Job, who will transform into Queen Glow Job. This is Manhattan. Us New Yorkers are known for our grit and fearlessness, the hustle and bustle of Broadway, being the fashion hub of the world, the epic sights, the sleepless nights. We are made up of immigrants and dreamers, and we have the finest dollar pizza. Now it's time to explore this city. When you first get to Manhattan, you gotta figure out where to stay. Y'all could do Airbnb, Mr. B&B, but one of my favorite hotels is the Conrad New York downtown. What's up, everybody? I'm coming to you from the Conrad downtown. It's a Hilton. Look at this is beautiful. The architecture is stunning. Every room is a suite. Their Hilton Clean Stay program ensures top-notch safety and sanitation, and they have a lavish loopy-doopy rooftop bar. Let's check out my room. Look at this bed, come on now. And this view. Another incredible option for a hotel is in Hell's Kitchen, and it's called the Yotel. Super eclectic ambiance, amazing cute little rooms. They have a rooftop bar in the summertime that is out of this world, incredible views, and the food is on point. But the best part is that they have a room called Green Room 42 where they have live shows, and today I'm going to see the boy band Project. Let's go. To get around Manhattan, your best bet is to walk or take the subway or buses. It may seem confusing at first, but download the New York Subway MTA app before coming here or ask a New Yorker for help. I promise we don't bite. A fun and affordable way to get around is by City Bike, and these bikes are everywhere! I love to ride over the Brooklyn Bridge and get off mid-bridge for an obligatory photo op. New York City Pass is a great way to see 6 of the Big Apple's top attractions while saving 40% off the cost of individual tickets. A lot of people think the best view of New York City is the Empire State Building, but really, it's Top of the Rock. And it's the perfect place for selfies. The Circle Line Sightseeing Cruise is the only cruise that circles the entirety of Manhattan while getting the most lavish photo ops, learning some rad history, and seeing this beautiful city. One thing I love about this city is that I can be me. I could walk down the streets of New York and dress however I want, identify however I want, but that wasn't always the case. And we have our queer trailblazers to thank for that. I am standing in front of my favorite museum, the Leslie Lohman Museum of Art. The exhibits change constantly throughout the year, focusing on queer history, celebrating local artists and famous artists. We as a community can't forget where we came from. Okay, my favorite gay bar is in the West Village. It is called Pieces, and on Sundays there are drag queens doing bingo. Let's go check it out. Hell's Kitchen is in Midtown Manhattan, located by the Theater District, and now I'm gonna sit down with Ivan from the Traveling IQ to get his insight on this fabulous part of town.
So my name is Ivan Quintanilla. My pronouns are he, him, and I live here in New York. Like Ravi said, I'm a travel writer, and I've been kind of doing this for about 10 years, and it's been like an amazing way for me to get around the world and get to know my city better.
Where do you live?
I live in Hell's Kitchen, New York City, which is my favorite neighborhood.
Do you know the history behind why it's called Hell's Kitchen?
At one point, cops came in, and they were talking about how, like, you know, it's hot in the summer, and it was just like dingy, and they were talking about how like hell is hot, and they were like, oh, this is hotter than hell. This is like Hell's Kitchen. That's how hot and horrible this place is. So we're gonna go to my favorite Mexican restaurant, and we'll pass some other Latin places on the way, and I'll let you know where like you can get a great empanada mama, you know, like the biggest margarita around, and we'll pass like little mom and pop places that are, you know, that have somehow stood the test of time. So the gay bars, because of the pandemic, have all had to move outside for outdoor drinks and food. And one of my favorite places is the Atlas Social Club. Look how cute that is. They've built out this whole outdoor area. It's gay owned, it's gay operated, which not every gay bar is. So I think they've done a great job of outdoor drinks, and maybe we'll come by later and have a drink. Okay, so Arriba is a Hell's Kitchen staple. The restaurant has been here since 1984, and back then 9th Avenue was not as nice as it is right now, and yet it has managed to stay here, and it is like a queer-friendly, all goes, pre-pandemic days. They had a DJ at dinner time on Saturday night, so it was like loud but fun, always a vibrant atmosphere. And then now look what they've done. They've created this entire like second restaurant outside so that it can be safe and delicious. And it is the home of the Mama Margarita, which is like this huge fish bowl margarita, which is my favorite thing in the world. And across the street is Empanada Mama. And they have all different kinds of empanadas with different kinds of fillings, corn empanadas, flour empanadas, fried, baked, like whatever you want, they have. Their menu is extensive and it is delicious. And pre-pandemic, they used to open 24 hours, so it was a great place to go, get a little empanada after drinks, but it's great at any time. Come on.
If you are into Mediterranean food or Middle Eastern food, you must go to Kashkaval Garden in Hell's Kitchen. They have the best tapas in New York City.
So we're at Delphinium, and it's one of my favorite stores in Hell's Kitchen. And one of the things that I love about this neighborhood is that in some ways it feels like a small town in a big city. And stores like this continue to keep that feeling alive, because this place has been here as long as I've been here, and it's just such a joy that it's still here. It's gay owned and operated, and let me introduce you to the owners. So this is Michael and John. These are the owners of Delphinium. And you guys, how long has Delphinium been here in the neighborhood?
We've been around 25 years now.
And how would you describe the store? Like, what kind of stuff do you sell here?
Well, it's kind of a fun, eclectic mix of everything, color and form and function and just fluff and gayness and wonderfulness.
Yeah.
And it's our vision of what we love in the world.
One of the biggest perks of living in Hell's Kitchen is that you're so close to the Hudson River. So right here, Hudson River. There's the entire Hudson River Park. You can run, jog, you know, ride your bike up and down. It goes all along the western side of Manhattan. The Circle Line is right here, which is a great place to take tourists or people visiting, because it's easy to forget, but Manhattan's an island. So it's sort of a great perspective to see it from the water. So this is the Intrepid Museum, which has been here forever, and it's an amazing place. If you're ever like your nieces and nephews ever come, it's a great place to take young kids. It's right on the Hudson River, and it shows like all these old warplanes.
Central Park is one of the most photographed, filmed, and recognized places on the planet. And while I didn't meet a man, I got many fierce photos. Okay, so we are in Central Park right now, one of my favorite spots in the city to get away from the hustle and bustle of the insanity of New York City. And it's made up of so much greenery and so many wild animals and the most amount of squirrels that I've ever seen. But we're in one of my favorite areas, which is called the Rambles. And the Ramble, back in the day, before bathhouses, before gay bars, before Grindr and Scruff, gay men used to come to the Ramble to meet other men before being gay was remotely legal. And as you can see, come follow me. It's filled with like all of these mazes of all of these different pathways that you can go on. I'm at Bow Bridge in Central Park. This is the iconic spot where all of the influencers go to get their photo taken with this in the background. Let's see how I do. After getting my steps in around the park, it's time for a real workout with my friend Zach, who is taking me to a surprise location. Chelsea Piers is Manhattan's most popular destination to work out and compete in 25 different sports. Anyone can come here and pay a day fee to use these incredible facilities, and I got my booty kicked. This was so fun. It took me way outside of my comfort zone. I mean, I'm probably gonna be sore in places that I didn't know existed tomorrow, but that's the best kind of sore. After that workout, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to walk again, but it's time to step up the fashion. Zach is bringing me to Fashion Avenue, the garment district, for the most lavish accessories and fashion from everyday wear to drag. And Zach is on the hunt for a new outfit so they can transform into Glow Job Queen.
We are on 37th, between 7th and 8th Avenues, here in the heart of the Fashion District in Manhattan. We're in front of one of my favorite little places called Kiki-Riki. We're gonna see what we can find. Let's do it! Yeah.
Did you make a decision?
I think we can do like a whole thing. A whole
And there it is.
look, yeah.
It's no secret that 2020 had its obstacles, and a major part of what gives Glow Job Queen life and energy, and what makes Manhattan so special, is the ability to protest. And tonight, she's bringing me to Stonewall protests to demand equality for our Black trans brothers and sisters. We're outside of Stonewall. In 1969, this place was invaded by cops. A bunch of Black trans folks led by Marsha P. Johnson said enough is enough, and they fought back. 6 days of protests led to the gay rights movement being birthed in the United States and echoed around the world.
We did it!
Oh my
What a
God!
What a day.
First of all, that was one of the coolest days I've ever had living in New York City.
Awesome.
The protest was, it's so important, and I'm just so honored that I got to go with you and see what change is coming.
You know, I've been doing these every week pretty much, and when I say to people like, oh, where are you going? Maybe dress like this or maybe not, or I have my BLM sign or not. And people are like, where are you going? I'm going to protest. And people often are responding like, what are you protesting? And it blows my mind because this is happening every week. The fight continues. You know, the work is only just beginning, but there's a lot of passion there, and you can see it when you're there, you know?
The fact that we are in a city that continually fights for change and equality, that is why I love New York, and I feel like that's what you showed me today. While packing to come to the Big Apple, be sure to have a tank top, sneakers, light coat, and water, as you never know if the sun will be bustling in the summer or frigid in the winter. The best time of the year to come here is honestly any time, as Manhattan is always poppin' no matter what you are into. There are so many fabulous parts of Manhattan that we couldn't fit into this episode, but have no fear, no matter where you fit in the LGBTQIA umbrella, there is a place for you in Manhattan. Thank you all so much for tuning into this week's episode of Manhattan. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do living here on the daily. Special shout out to Ivan from Traveling IQ and Zach, who transformed into a glamazon glow job queen. Be sure to follow both of them on their channels as they uncover kindness and humanity around the globe. Next week, I'm hopping across the pond and I'm going to the LGBTQIA+ capital of the UK. I'm going to Brighton, baby! Be sure to follow the Gaycation Travel Show each week as we dive in, tank top first, obviously, and show you some known and off the beaten path destinations that should be on your travel bucket list. Stay safe, stay proud, and always remember to live out loud.